In this video, we are going to talk about the Mercury retrograde. So keep watching. Namaste and welcome to Pramanik Astrology channel. I'm your host Prasad Mahazani. Help you raise your vibrations and become your true self with the help of Vedic astrology. Mercury is getting retrograde. So what would be the effect of it? Mercury is getting retrograde on 18th of June 2020 and it will be in a retrograde motion for 25 days up to around July 12th. We are not talking about you having Mercury retrograde in your natal chart. We are talking about what happens when you have Mercury retrograde in transit. When Mercury goes retrograde in transit, it makes you internalize the Mercurian energy, and the theme of the Mercury is the communication. Mercury is all about the intellect and communication. So these two areas of your life get internalized. So you always think more, speak less. It is the period which allows you to go back and study things which you have done projects in the past. It just allows you or forces you to go to those projects, to go to those concepts, going back to the school and learning them all over again. This period of Mercury retrograde allows you to restructure, reorganize, rethink. If you want to restructure any of your workflows, if you want to reorganize the information, this is the best time for that. If you want to have a different perspective, this period will make you think differently towards the old issues. The old issues, it may be different for all of us. They will surface out and it will make you think with a different perspective. It will make you, or it will force you to have a different perspective on that for your highest good and greatest growth with a different perspective. Now, the Mercury when goes retrograde becomes positive. In a way, it becomes powerful, and when your intellect becomes powerful, it becomes intense and piercing. So you now have that penetrating intelligence which you will be able to use for your own good. Due to internalization of the energy, Mercurian energy, all the decisions are taken by subconscious mind. And there won't be any logic to the decisions you might take during this time. Why? Because now Mercury is looking inside for answers. Usually Mercury is all about looking for information outside, but this retrograde Mercury makes you look inside, makes you think more and go deep into yourself. Next thing, the most important thing of the Mercury retrograde period is during this time, people become more creative. Mercury is the planet which represents arts. What? But you said it's Venus. Yes, Venus is also the Karaka of the arts, but Mercury is also one of the important significator for arts and creative things. And Mercury is the planet of creativity and arts. Now, this Mercury makes person creative during this retrograde period. When a Mercury is getting retrograde in transit, this is the period of creativity. Depending upon the sign placement of the Gemini and Virgo, it will have their own impact, because now these two houses are ruled by Mercury and their lord is getting retrograde into the transit. In Vedic text, there is no confusion about retrograde planet getting powerful, because everybody accepts the chestable of the retrograde planet. It is the good thing or the bad thing. Whether this retrogression becomes good or bad, we have to use these words, but the strength of the planet is accepted. But whether this will give you good result or bad result depends upon the placement, depends upon the Ashtak Varga, depends upon the moon sign, depends upon the Lagna sign. Okay, all these factors come in to really give you the understanding of what will happen during that transit. All this at the background of Dasha. Mercury is an intelligent planet, but during this period, particularly when it is getting retrograde, we get a chance to understand things quickly. We have a sharp mind, and we sometimes we even think and we just know it without even understanding or going deep into it. We just understand it within a flash. This is a divine guidance. We cannot explain this. Yes, Mercury is intelligence, but this divine guidance is illogical and we cannot explain this. Communication is one of the important areas of the Mercury. And during the retrogression transit of the Mercury, this area of communication gets impacted. Now you will observe that we will either hide things more or we will speak up more. If you are shy and introvert, you might speak up your mind. If you are outrovert, you might, go into shell. Whatever the significations are, whatever the karakatva of that planet, it gets an unusual element to it. Now it's the communication. So you have to be careful with respect to communication. There is a chance of a misunderstanding, so you have to draft your mails carefully. Okay, you may not intend that, but sometimes it happens. We post that wrong feed, we just send that wrong mail to all our list, we post that stupid post on social media. Okay, this might happen with all of us, any of us, during this 1 month from the June 18 to the July 12th. So let's be careful about that. Another signification of Mercury is buying, selling, trade, exchange, commerce, business. Now this signification is also getting impacted by the retrogression of the planet. Now you have to be careful with the dealings. Now you have to be careful with what are the agreements, what are the words used in the agreement, right? You don't have to get scared of it at all, and don't stop living just because Mercury is retrograde, but just keep that back of the mind and be careful. That is it. Next thing, we always hear that we have Mercury retrograde going on. Take care of the technology, take care of the camera, take care of the lights, audio, and computers, laptop, PC, cell phones, all these things. Mercury retrogrades might make you work on the technology, might take your appliances and equipments to the service center. So just be careful with that as well. But at the same time, this is also the best period to learn new technology, to learn new skill, acquire new skill, have new skill set, which will take you to the next level. Because Mercury is intelligent and quick learner. He's a fun-loving guy. So he is ready to learn. So you can learn new technology. You can learn new skills during this time as well. This period of Mercury retrograde allows you to restructure, reorganize, rethink. If you want to restructure any of your workflows, if you want to reorganize the information, this is the best time for that. If you want to have a different perspective, this period will make you think differently towards the old issues. The old issues, it may be different for all of us. They will surface out and it will make you think with a different perspective. It will make you, or it will force you to have a different perspective on that for your highest good and greatest growth. This is the best period for inner awareness. You can increase your awareness during this period. It can be helpful for you to meditate. Okay, you can write down your experiences during this, so that it will help you in next Mercury retrograde, or just go to the previous Mercury retrograde and look for the experiences, look for the dashas you were running and the transits. Okay, so yes, this was Mercury retrograde. As much as I could hold, grasp and share with you guys. If you are new to Vedic astrology, these two videos on your screen will help you to dive deep into Vedic astrology, sending you tons of positive energy, sending you high vibrations. See you in the next videos. Love and peace.